What's going on, Dolphins Nation, Dolphins Twitter? Fins are up tonight. We are on episode 41. It is just a pleasure to be here. It's a blessing to be here with everybody. We got a best episode of the year so far right now, and we're really excited about it. We see a new face up here. Bobby is out in the Gulf taking care of his duties as a father and as a husband. We're going to miss Bobby, but we have Dudley Durong in his place. We couldn't think of a better person on here. What's up, Dudley?
Man, honor, privilege, big chair to fill in for Bobby, but I'm going to try my best.
Ant, how you feeling?
Boys, you know how I feel right now. I'm ready to run through a fucking wall. Let's just get this thing rolling, brother.
All right, everybody. If you haven't been on Twitter, IG, YouTube the last couple of days, we got a special one lined up for you today. A man that needs no intro, but I'm going to do my best to let it rip here. We got 5-time Pro Bowler, one of the NFL's most elite and dominant offensive tackles, a true leader on and off the field. And if that's not enough, he was just recently inducted to the Senior Bowl Hall of Fame. From holding it down in the trenches on Sundays to giving back and making a difference in the community, Terron Armstead's impact goes far beyond football. We're diving deep into his journey, his mindset, and what keeps him at the top of the game. Let's get it rolling.
Let's do it, boys.
I'm putting the helmet on as always.
The opportunity is right now.
Terrific defensive play. Intercepted. On the ball, off the back. Terron the move, going deep. Speed race. He's got Hill. He's got Hill. The Dolphins have recaptured the lead.
I see you smiling, Terron. You like that intro, man.
I love it.
Good times, baby. Welcome, Terron Armstead. Thank you so much for coming on. It's a blessing to us. It's a blessing to all the Dolphins fans out there watching you. We really appreciate being here, man.
I appreciate the invite, guys. I'm excited for it. Let's do it.
First thing first, we got in contact with you as we do with a lot of our guests and a lot of the players. Same way we got Tyreek. We got him off Twitter, baby, on these Twitter streets. Joe Robbie, he asked you about being inducted into the Senior Bowl Hall of Fame. What does that mean to you, your family, and the legacy you built for the league?
It's a great honor. It's a great honor. Seriously, I was a late add into the Senior Bowl. I was in the East-West Shrine game, so I went down for that week of practice, played in that game, played well, and I got the call right after the game. Well, kind of right before the game, my agent was notified that they wanted to invite me to the Senior Bowl. So I finished that game and drove to Mobile and practiced against those guys in the Senior Bowl practice and played in that game too. So just to look back 12 years ago now, going through that process, pre-draft and coming out of Arkansas Pine Bluff, UABB, I had to, I needed all of it. I needed every moment, every minute of exposure, every rep against the guys from those Power 5 schools. So Senior Bowl definitely played a huge part in my ability to get drafted in the third round.
Speaking of Arkansas Pine Bluff, back in those days, you had a nickname that was pretty epic. What's the backstory behind the Tyrannosaurus Rex, bro?
I don't really think that ever stuck, and I'm glad it didn't.
Was that just like that was just like a school thing?
A few fans use the T-Rex name like a monster, but I don't think T-Rex is a good nickname for any offensive lineman because that means you got real short arms. So that's not like it.
It's funny you said that, right? So I brought it up to the boys, and I was like, yeah, it's a badass name. And they're like, are you really thinking about T-Rex? And I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, though? I'm still going to ask about it, but.
No, that's not a good one for an lineman. So I'm glad that name didn't stick.
I'll take T-Stead instead.
I appreciate that, for sure.
Terron.
Is that a perfect season jersey or is that an Armstead jersey?
So, funny backstory. So my wife for Christmas got me this jersey, and she asked the boys like, "Oh, what number should I get them?" Blah blah blah, and they're like 72 for perfect season. And actually, I don't know if you can see it in my video, but it's Joe Robbie.
Okay, it's all you.
Yeah.
It's all you. I love it. It's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
bringing
Yes,
the
all
boy
the
on,
above.
bringing the boy on. I had, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like it. I like it. I tell the guys on the sideline, I got the highest selling jersey on the team. You look around
Go.
you look around the stadium, you see all the 72 jerseys. You
You're
I
not
know,
mean,
wrong.
bro, everybody knows you're the drippiest on the team.
I appreciate it, man.
There's no denying that.
They try to deny
Listen, with the big fella without the shirt underneath, you can't pull that off.
it.
That's natural.
Hey, it's not for everybody, Joe.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not.
So, Terron, I got a question for you. So, you inducted into the Senior Bowl, big part of that. You also do the O-line mastermind in the off season. Do you see yourself potentially, down the road when you hang up the cleats? Do you see yourself potentially coaching in some aspect? Because you do a lot with the younger guys.
Yeah. No, that's a great question, man. I've been asked that from time to time. I would say that I love being able to be a help, be an aid, give my knowledge, experience, technique. I love it. I really do. I love to see guys that put the time in, put the effort in, and their desire to improve, their willingness to get better, and the work. I love it. You know what I mean? So I won't say that. No, I won't coach. It'll be really hard for me to coach in the NFL whenever I'm done. Like to go back and commit to those hours would be pretty insane. For real, that they those coaches, NFL coaches, put in a lot of hours, man, way more than they get credit for. So it'll be tough for me to say I'll go back and make that type of commitment. But guys that come see me, a lot of guys come see me in Dallas during the off season. We work technique, we hit the field quite a bit. So in that space, for sure, I'm always open.
Nice.
Now, Terron, when we get the players on the podcast, we always love to give them an opportunity to talk about the work that they do in the community, because we know, the stuff on the field, it pales in comparison to the impact they're making off the field. In 2015, you started the Terron Armstead Foundation. It offers mentorship to the youth population who wouldn't normally have access to that kind of resource. And I was reading about that. How did your early life shape the vision for this foundation, and what does it mean to you where it's at right now?
Yeah, it really was my lack of these opportunities in my early life that drove me to create this type of environment and platform for the youth that don't necessarily have these type of centers, or don't necessarily get approached with these type of teachings where we talking business acumen, character building, confidence building, life skills, from things as simple as a proper handshake and speaking with eye contact, to full-on presentations of presenting a pitching a business plan. You know what I mean? So just trying to give those type of opportunities and introduce those different industries to kids that really only know sports. So I try to take the sports out of it when I'm doing my community work and where we're talking education. So my community center is not a ball in the building.
Boys, I just got to get into it real quick. So listen, as you sit and contemplate your future, I can't help but to put myself kind of in your shoes for a second, right? So obviously there's like pros and cons to every scenario, but if I know one thing about you, you're an absolute competitor.
Right.
Now, with that being said, back in 2018, with the infamous no call, that was about as close as you got to the ring,
Yeah.
which I think you got robbed. We can digress from there, right? Now, in your opinion, how close are the Dolphins to getting over that hump to make a run? And if Career and Co. do make the moves that you see fit, is that something that can help you, like, persuade you wanting to come back and get that ring?
Yeah, that no call that'll forever sit in my heart, my football mind, and I'll never get over it at all. We definitely felt like that was a great opportunity to win a ring. So let's just get past that part. But for me with the team, like, I'm a competitor. I am. I love to win. I play to win. So when Chris is criticized, and the Dolphins were criticized for making splash trades and big signings, and then in the same breath, you were expected to win. But like, if you want to win, you have to go all in every single year. Like, if you want to go chase a ring, you have to go all in. So no stone left unturned. So if it means signing Terron Armstead, if it means trading for Tyreek Hill, to give yourself the best chance to win. If not, then what are we doing here? Like, if you don't want to give yourself the best chance to win, what are we doing? So if that's not the case, if I'm in a building where that's not the objective, to win every game and potentially win a championship, I have no business. Like, I wouldn't, my spirit wouldn't be able to exist in that room.
Now that makes complete sense. I mean, at this stage of the game for you, like, that's the last thing you want to do is waste your time.
No,
Time
for
is
sure.
of the essence for you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
No question. And that doesn't guarantee us anything. As we've seen, like, we've made the moves. Credit to the Dolphins. They've opened the checkbooks. They've made moves that feel like they give us the best chance to win. And that's really all you can ask for. As a fan, as a player, I want that. You know what I mean? It doesn't guarantee you anything. Only one team get it right a year. One team gets it right a year. And Kansas City's been getting it right over and over, but they go all in. They go all in. They do. And Philly got it right now. So, but you want to give yourself a chance. Half the league don't have a chance before the first preseason game. They just don't. They don't have enough on the roster. You don't want to be in that. I don't want to be in that position where you just look at the roster in September and you know for a fact we don't have a chance on the chance. I don't want to play there.
No, I agree with you there.
So, Terron, we're gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna ask you a little bit of a silly question. You're out, club, bar, wherever, stuff goes down. Which one of your fellow offensive linemen do you want to have your back the most?
Yeah. I got some great ones, man. Between Kendall Lamb and Aaron Brewer. Between those two, yeah, we good. We just don't have to worry about nothing.
Those
like
are
the juggernaut.
Those are the
Kendall
ballers,
already seen
yeah.
it coming. Like, the way Kendall is, he's an observer. So he already seen it coming. Whatever bullshit's happening, he saw it already. So we already did. We done maneuvered out of the way.
Yeah.
Brew gonna crash out. He's gonna just we're going straight through this door. We not stopping it, and yeah.
Are you familiar with the new addition that we just got in James Daniels?
Yeah. I am. I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan of his game. He moves people. He moves grown men, and that's hard to do. You know what I mean? He can do it consistently. I think what coming in with Butch is gonna be a great fit. It'll be a great fit. It's his explosiveness, his raw talent. With Butch, his technician approach, his desire to create a technician. You know, you marry those two, you got good line play.
Excited.
Terron, I wanted to ask you something about you did an interview last week with Colin Cowherd. I think he handled it with a little bit of grace.
Man.
All right, I got to ask you about it. Does he know that you're still under contract with the Dolphins?
Yeah. Let me give Colin some grace.
Yeah.
So Colin is throughout his career, he's probably rubbed every single American the wrong way. And he has. Me too. I pressed him about something he said about Steph Curry 10 years ago. So he's probably rubbed every American the wrong way. In this instance, Colin was prepared. No question about it.
Yeah.
We talked before I went on the show, and what he was trying to do was he wanted me to make some announcement on his show, like live. So he wanted to dance me around and kind of maneuver to a question. Yeah, that's all it was, though. He was great. He was great. I enjoyed my time on his show. He was definitely prepared. He's very direct. Mm-hmm. And when you challenge him with some things, he's not one to back down. So I appreciate him for that.
You got to respect that.
For sure.
All right, so I got another fun thing to get into real quick. So you recently had some hilarious posts regarding your daughter having her first boyfriend.
Oh shit! Can we cuss? Can we? I don't want to.
Yeah, you can.
Of course, it's the boys.
You can say whatever you want, bro. It's all good.
Now, as a married man myself, probably about to hop on the baby train, I got to get the film breakdown, man, of how do you handle the situation? Maybe a quick little update of how it's going for her.
Yeah. Going for her. She good. It's me. I'm worried about me. But no, it's real, Joe. It's a real thing. My daughter's they'll be 13 in October. So I'm at that point. I'm at that point where they're daddy's little girls, but they are quickly growing into daddy's young ladies and women eventually. So I have fun with it though. You know what I mean? I have fun with it. My only goal and my only ask is to keep that open line of communication. So where they are comfortable enough to tell me literally anything, no matter how they think it'll make me feel or react, they have that confidence that they can have that safe space with me. And I do my very best. Poker face. Boom. Yeah,
Nice.
that's all right. Yep. It's okay. Yep. No matter what it is. Because I don't want to break that ever. I never want to break that line of connectivity, that
Yeah.
communication. So with the boyfriend that my oldest twin has, oldest is about 5 minutes, but she's older. It's cute. It's all fine and dandy right now. They got a little basketball relationship, and yeah, it's great. I'm having fun with it.
And your twins are hoopers.
Appreciate it, man. They do all right. They do all
Yeah.
right.
It's
I had
fun
a
to
question
watch.
about that, Terron. So like when you see your daughters playing, like, and you're in the stands, like, what kind of parent are you? Are you loud and like jumping up and down? Like, are you on the ref's ass like nonstop, or do you just try to like kind of stay in the background and like be more chill about it? Because me personally, I'm gonna be a crazy parent at these games with my future
Yeah.
kids.
No, listen, Eric, it's a balance, man, because even more than yourself, you want your kids to succeed. You want your kids to do way better than you've ever done. And when they first started playing basketball, they've been playing for about 4 years now. So maybe 7, 8 years old. I was quiet. We'd be at the game, they'll score a little layup. I was quiet. But at the same time, they wasn't that good. Honestly, they weren't that good. They coming home with 2 points each, a steal and 2 rebounds. So we celebrating for sure. Hey, great job, baby. But now we got in and out snatch back hezzy with the pull up. I'm like, yeah, I'm going
I've
crazy.
seen that Euro step.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah, they're nice.
I appreciate it, man. So yeah, when they do stuff like that, it gets me excited, man, because I want to see them do well more than anything in the world. So I try to contain myself.
So before I asked you essentially like the coaching and working with these, offensive linemen off the field and stuff. Now I want to know, of the non-offensive linemen on this team, who is the best blocker?
Eric Ezukama,
Let's go.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
River Craig Crab. Yeah.
So like the tall big receivers. Well, not
We talking receiver or just anybody else?
anybody.
outside of-
You could give me tight end, running back, anybody.
Okay.
Alec don't count.
Alec don't count.
We know Alex.
We already know.
Yeah, Alec will throw you.
Julian Hill.
Good fool.
And Ju gets a lot of flack. He does.
But we may tease him a little bit.
Yeah, he does. But listen, when your numbers getting called,
Yeah.
and you're blocking, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
When they're announcing your name at the game and all you did was block, that's not a good thing. That's a flag. Most of the time, it's a flag. So they're not calling your name for nothing else on the field if you're blocking. So he had some of those. He had his name called a little too much early in the season. He has a hunger and a thirst to be a part of other success. He wants to create that lane for somebody to have a big game. He wants to have that key block so badly. He was getting overly aggressive with his hands. He was outside a lot. So to his credit, you take somebody so young early in the season and he's getting flagged. His snaps didn't go down. His attention to detail improved. His professionalism has improved. His technique improved. And it minimized a lot of the flags that he had early in the season. Julian Hill his work ethic alone, he's going to be a player in the league for a very long time, just on the way that he works and his desire to see others succeed. He's the ultimate team guy. He's a hell of a blocker. Like he see as many flags as he had triple the pancakes. He's a bad man. I'm a big fan of Julian moving forward. He's still so young, man, coming from a small school. The level of competition, the speed of the game, everything's slowing down for him.
You know what's crazy is that last offseason, so many of the guys that came on literally raved about him. We are like, yo,
Sure.
who's the sleeper in this year's training camp? Bro, wait till y'all see Julian Hill. That dude
Yeah.
hits hard.
It's a fact. It's a fact. It's gonna be the same thing this year, man. He's gonna be one for sure.
And that, like Joe Robbie said, we're out here on the Twitter streets. We appreciate the players that come on, like yourself, Tyreek, out here interacting with the fans. It's we're out here battling daily, Jets fans, Bills fans, whoever it may be. But things can get crazy. Things can get crazy. But
Fight
what's
them
your
all,
thoughts?
man.
You being out here, I mean, you see everything on Twitter. You're engaging with the fans. It's awesome. It's really cool. And what's your thoughts on the current state of the Dolphins fan base since you've been here? And you
Yeah.
could be as honest as you want, man. You
Oh,
can be as
I'm gonna
honest
do
as
that.
you want.
I'm gonna do that anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that anyway. I'm always gonna give it to you straight. This is just
Yeah.
what it is. So the thing with the Dolphins fan base, and I love you guys to death, it's so much frustration.
Yeah.
And I get it. I understand it. And the thing about me, and it's other players like this around the league too. Like, I take rivalry serious. I take to have the ability to talk shit. Like, I want that for the fan. Like, I literally do. I see some shit going back and forth when I was with the Saints and we playing against the Falcons. Like, we can't lose to the Falcons. Like, our fans can't go to work listening to that. Like, we can't do that. I value that. I do. So big games, playoffs, but like, so the playoff drought that we're going through right now, I feel that way. And I'm not the only one. Like, the players, we understand that shit and we want to fix it for real. Like, it's frustrating to us too. And then the fans, y'all just keep bearing down. It's just like, just rock with us, man. We trying, like, for real. I want nothing more than break that drop and let's go ahead and go and get the Dolphins back to the top. Like, we feel that way too. So that frustration.
Terron, you're making me want to run it back next year, Terron. Making me want to run it
between the
back,
lines?
baby.
No, it's
Come
a real
on.
thing, bro. Real
Are we
thing.
reading between the lines here, or?
I'm talking truthfully.
I know you're
like,
getting
for
me
real.
hype. You can't do that right now. I'm live right now. You
No,
can't.
for real, man. We do. Like, yeah.
And Terron, I think the fan base feels that you battled some injuries in your career and you're fighting through something like every week and you're on that field as much as you possibly can, especially last year. Like, you're there, man. Like, if you're like, I could play, if I can walk on one leg, I'm there. And
I'm there.
The fans do feel that, and the fans do see that. So that was coming from a leadership perspective, captain the team. Like, it's awesome to see from our perspective.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even, and I'm giving some exclusive shit right here too. Y'all don't know the half of, the extent of what, not just myself, other players going through. Like, I've had times, even this season, where I'm on crutches until Saturday.
Raiders week.
And then we go play Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not I don't put it out there. Like, I'm not looking for it. Simply, I'm choosing to play this game. I love it to death. I'm choosing to go out here and put this jersey. Like, I want to do this. You feel me? So I'm not asking for sympathy. If I go out there, I have to play like I'm 100%, whether I am or not. The man across from me don't care. The film it doesn't come with captions or subtitles. Yeah, T Steele was dealing with a grade 3. What the fuck? It don't matter. You got to go out here and play. I got to protect the quarterback and open layup. So it's real. And I'm gonna, at some point, like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it in the form of a book or I'm gonna do a tell-all, but I will let everyone know the injury, every injury I was dealing with, the extent of it, how I played, how I mapped out a plan when I wasn't able to use certain things, certain movements. I think it'll be really insightful, and fans will get a chance to see what goes into a week of preparation.
Appreciate you.
Sure.
Man, it's crazy because, like, fans don't get to talk to players, right? So it's like not in this perspective.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see you fired up, bro. Like, you're over here contemplating retirement and you're just fired up still. And that's what people know about you, bro. That's what we love about you. Speaking
Appreciate
of
it,
that,
man.
like, I know you took the vet minimum while you were figuring out what you want to do. If I'm not mistaken, Jason Kelsey was the originator of this.
I believe so.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
Can you just elaborate a little bit on how you and Miami came up with this plan and explain why it's like kind of beneficial for both parties?
Yeah, it really it really is beneficial for both parties. It allows the Dolphins to get more cap space than any other move. So if I was released or if I just restructured and came back on a deal like I'm playing right now, the savings would have been much less than what happened this way. So this taking my 27 million projected, I wasn't making that anyway, so let's not even. But the 27 million projected cap hit down to minimum, it allots X amount of dollars for the Dolphins to move freely, sign whatever, whoever for the betterment of the team. But it allows me at the same time to get more time. And if I haven't earned anything over these last 12 years, I believe I earned a little bit of time to make such a big decision, man. I've been playing this game for 28 years straight now. So a fall without it'd be life changing. You know what I mean? So it's a lot to think about. It is. And I wanted to take my time with it. And the Dolphins being gracious and incredible to me for allowing me to do that. So it worked out perfectly.
And Terron, right before we send you off here, I know you were on 25 minutes here. We're going to get you out with the last question here. Obviously, you have a huge decision, that you're contemplating right now. That's no secret. But before you leave, what's going to go into that decision as far as your family, your location, where you're at in life, your competitiveness, that fire that's burning inside you? What goes into that, man?
I think Joe said earlier, it's pros and cons with anything, with everything. So you look at the pros of running it back and playing in the NFL. You living a dream still, you know what I mean? You going out to compete with your brothers, people that I've built real relationships with. You know where you about to get that competitive edge from, that to quench that competitive thirst. You can hit people legally. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and then you got a chance, you got a platform. You got a platform that's great that you can use for your outreach or whatever you're doing. And then you got a chance to go and win a ring and reach football immortality.
Hell yeah.
The cons, you got an aging body. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm not running 4.6 anymore. No question about it. So aging body, I got growing kids. My twins are about to be teenagers and son is getting older. So just trying to be able to spend more time there. But more than anything else, like if I could just start lifting off the cons, it really come down to the body and the family. And I've been through my fair share of nicks and bruises. I've been through my fair share of MRI machines and all that good shit too. So my body's flowing with radiation, and it is weighing into the decision. You know what I'm saying? So it's those, man. It's that mental gymnastics of going back and forth. And if I make the decision to do it now in March or in April, I'm all the way in. Like I'm fully bought in. I won't be doing in and out at all. Like I'll be locked in. So to make that commitment, I got to be sure.
For sure. All right, Terron, we know you're on a time crunch, and I think I speak for us all when I say, we're so hyped that you were able to do this with us. We appreciate you so much. And I think I speak for all of Fins Nation when I say, one more year, baby. One more time.
Hey, I appreciate you guys, man. This was fire. I appreciate it. Thank you, fellas.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate
by the way,
man.
hold on. Before you go, nobody asked about Patrick Paul. Just give us a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta give us a little bit.
Yeah, Big Pat Paul, man. He's when I spoke about somebody that has that desire to be great, that's Pat. That's Pat. And he has some tools that I seen early. I didn't do OT. I haven't done OTAs in probably 8 years or whatever. So when I got back from minicamp and I seen Patrick Paul, and he's making that initial contact that you see in pass pro, boom. But the ability to stay engaged without pads on, with the jerseys on, when you got players that can do that, that's different. That's not a normal. You don't find many of those that can latch on to people without pads on. That so your hands and feet are in position to where you can control this man in a jersey. That's rare. You know what I mean? So he has that. With the year of work that he's had from a technique standpoint, understanding the game, and that's only going to continue to grow because of his willingness to work. He wants to be great. He want to smoke my career, like put my shit out there. You know what I mean? Make people forget about Terron Armstead. Like that's the goal. I love it. I'm here for it. So with that, his approach, his mindset, sky's the limit for Patrick Paul.
Hell yeah,
Love it.
man. I had to ask, brother. Sorry about that.
For sure. All
Love
good.
it.
All good.
Love it. All right, TA. We appreciate you, bro. Be good. And
Salute, brother.
anytime you
Salute,
want to
man.
pull up to the
Appreciate you
dive bar, we got a stool for you, my man.
All right. I'll be back one of these days, man. I appreciate you guys.
All right, man. Be
Okay,
good.
man.
All right,
Appreciate
thank
you. So that was
That was awesome.
pretty sick.
Wow.
I mean,
Anthony, okay, I want to just give a little bit of a background. We're freaking out in the background because we never tried that layout before, so leave it to the dive bar boys without Bobby in the house to screw something up again. We never even tried.
never happened
We never
before.
tried this out this
Fuck, I was
before,
going cross-eyed, dude.
and had no idea it was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But we tried our best, man.
I was trying to figure out so many different ways to just like pin him there, but I was scared to like click the wrong thing, and I was like, "Fuck!"
And then
it,
he's
I'm just gonna
gone.
have to drag him back. And, like
That was not us doing that. That was just like StreamYard, just trying to figure out who's supposed to be up. But we did our best.
Shit.
And of
We're
course,
fine.
it's Anthony that gets the big screen every
And
time.
I'm just like this. I'm like this.
Dude, leave it to us. Dude, we're the worst. We have like this isn't like a bad thing for you, Rick, but like our production of our podcast, like we really kind of lean on our guests for the 5-star rating on our podcast, not really the production
Speaking-
value.
Meanwhile, we got a
Speaking of dropping the
professional on top
ball,
left.
I should have put my hat on.
Oh, Dougie. Yo, honestly, I thought about it. I was like, did we not send one to Dougley? Like, what's going
I
on?
should have put my hat on.
That's okay.
Oh
Now we
my
can see each other
God.
anyways.
Yo,
Yeah.
Bobby was in the middle of the Gulf of America, just freaking out watching this. Like,
Dude,
why
I
is it
look at the
around?
text,
Like,
and Bobby is just losing his fucking shit. He's like, "Why is it switching?"
Bobby's freaking out, dude. Like, that was crazy.
That's
But yeah, guys, we have some time. Finns have made some moves here. Apparently, Chris Greer likes to do all of his work after hours.
Mhm, of course.
Dougie, do you have the list of like who we signed so far, and you want to kind of just run us through that real quick?
Yeah, well, all together,
Yeah,
like
let's rip it.
everyone we got.
Yeah, we can talk.
So we
on
got-
I mean, it's not like an extensive list, so we can.
I'm going to talk about who we signed. I'm not going to really talk about who we brought back because who really
That's
gives a
fine.
crap.
Yeah.
So the big one that happened today, Nick Westbrook. I'm not even going to try to say his last name. Good signing, big receiver. I think that's our legit number 3 receiver right now. I know a lot of people like Malik Washington. I am one of them, but I'm looking at some of his plays and it's just ridiculous. 6'2", 6'3". We don't really know his exact
Goal line
height.
fade. Goal line fade. Goal line fade. Goal line fade.
Dude, I have a video here of him.
He scored 9 touchdowns.
Against Washington. Literally, they're on their own 25. They're on Washington's 25. Tennessee back corner, beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Then we got safety Ashton Davis from the Jets. Physical safety. I still think we need that number 1. I'm starting to really lean towards that's probably going to be the number 13 pick, even though me personally, give you a little spoiler, I want Jahad Campbell there. Then we also today picked up, and I had to write down his name and how to pronounce it because holy crap, Fatu
got this.
Amelafanu.
Yeah,
Who-
you're right. You're fucking right.
How the crap am I going to
think
say
you
his
found
name?
yourself.
Sounds kind of sexual. I'm in.
See, Tyler, I think I had to write it phonetically down. Fatu Melafanu. Like I had to write it phonetically down. He seems like a more of a depth guy, and I think McMorris is probably going to get a lot of looks as well. Then you got James Daniels. I think James Daniels is the best pickup we got. I understand he's coming off that Achilles injury, but seeing how Jalen Phillips came back and the Achilles injury was later, like Terron said, just completely, I did blow it with the hat, just completely a monster of a man. And then I think that's it. I think we just brought, and then Zach Wilson.
Yo, I mean,
as a backup though, what's wrong with that?
all the
I'm gonna
Denver
say it again.
reporters- all the
I'm gonna
Denver
say it again.
reporters were saying good things about him.
He's
Like,
the
when we
most
signed him.
athletic. He's the most athletically gifted quarterback in the quarterback room right now.
Yeah.
Like if Tua goes down again 3-4 games, bro, the guy's 500 against Josh Allen. He has a
That's true.
500 record.
That's
Goes
true.
to the crowd that's like draft a quarterback. Like, bro, listen, we don't want another quarterback right now. If
Yeah.
Tua's not the guy, we're gonna find out this year. If he misses more games, whatever. If the negative happens, then we'll be in a better position in the draft next year for a quarterback.
Yeah,
It's just that
I
simple.
keep talking about 2025. That's kind of like the win-win situation. They win a playoff game, then obviously they keep their jobs. There's the win. And if it falls apart, say they go 2-6 again, they're not making it to the end of the season, and then we restart. And you get a higher, the higher draft pick. You got the next year's quarterback class is good. It's a good quarterback class next year. Yeah, like this year, it's you got your top two, and then it's like who's number 3? Is it Jackson Dart? Is it who's this? So it's a win-win. We either are ecstatic or halfway through the season we're tanking. So
the prize is in
Dolphins mom,
2027.
you want to do a
Arch
turtleneck.
Manning.
Turtleneck for Dolphin moms. Otherwise, Zach Wilson's on the prowl.
Hey, that boy's in for a treat when he gets down here. I'll tell you.
Too bad we got rid of Braxton. They had a good connection.
Yeah, but I think he'll be all right. Let's see if McDaniel's really a QB whisperer and can turn him into a little something. Because let's be honest with ourselves, he's going to see the field this year.
unfortunately, yeah.
And to be fair, we don't want to see our backup quarterback in.
No.
So
No.
that's not something I'm going to spend much time on.
Yeah.
Look at Bobby, still working offshore.
I'm surprised his Wi-Fi is even letting him stream this right now.
This guy doesn't stop, man. God, today was one of the only
Ghost, what are you
episodes
doing?
I didn't read the regular chat,
Answer
and
messages
I
there,
like
bro.
feel FOMO from it.
Yeah.
The chat was booming, but since we were on a time crunch, I couldn't look over, so I was just trying to keep everything flowing. So I was
Dude, there's
sorry if we didn't get the comments up earlier, y'all.
There's
Bro.
700 comments.
If there was 700 other questions, we were gonna ask him if he stayed for an hour.
No, literally, I just scrolled for 30 seconds, at full speed, and I still didn't get to the top.
Yeah, no, there was a lot going on.
So
we got to get you guys over 2,000 subs. How are people not hitting that subscribe
I think
button?
I think we are gonna be though, because we were at one.
That's
we were
because
at
Ghost and
15.
Eric refused to let us exclusively post on YouTube. Only.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the reason why.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
That was for you, Bobby. Love you.
Whatever.
How much did he pay you for that plug?
Hey, listen, subs are subbing right now.
So while we were going with T-Stat, Hopkins signed with the Ravens. I saw.
Nice.
It's not bad. I think we need one more guard.
We
A
need
linebacker
safety
would be
too.
nice. I mean, we have two. We just got 2 safeties today.
I think those are real depth guys, though, man. I mean, the kid from the Jets is definitely a depth piece.
Ashton Davis is gonna be our starter. Period.
You think so?
I think
Yeah,
we're
he'll
gonna
be one of them.
Dude,
Yeah.
we're going to go with Xavier Watts or Malachi. We did pick up that extra third, Andrew Makuba from the Texans, from the Texans.
Oh, I love
From
him.
Texas. He's going to be there in
That
the
kid's
third
a
round.
stud.
Yeah,
gonna
what's
be
the
there in
South
the third
Carolina?
round.
What's the South
could-
Carolina safety?
You guys
Wari something.
you guys are 10 away. It just shot up. You guys are 10 away from 2,000 subs.
Yeah.
10 more subs, guys. Come on.
But yeah, I mean there are.
Is that?
Yeah, there's 2 safety, but I think he's going to be gone before. I think we could address defensive tackle, interior offensive line with the first 2. Makuba is going to be there with 3. We have an extra third. We have an extra third and fourth.
1/3, 2/4.
So we have 2 fourth-round picks that we can even move up if we wanted to get him, give him our third and a fourth, and then still have our fourth left. So I mean, there's options there. I mean, I would go. I mean, if Will Johnson is there, we're set at corner. Then finally,
Oh,
We need a cornerback.
he would be a
We're set at
dream.
corner. Then we can go. Charles, guys like Charles Grant are going to be there down the road, especially in the 3rd and 4th round. You don't have to get the Will Campbell. You don't have to get the I don't even know how to say it. Mark
Mambu?
Mbao.
Mambao? Yeah, Mambu. I don't think he makes it to us. I don't think Will Campbell
Yeah.
makes it to us.
Mbao.
I don't think any of those guys are
Mbao. We essentially have a top 10 pick because you think Sanders, Ward, and Hunter. That's 3. We have a top 10 pick. I
Abdul
think Will
Carter too. You're never
Will
gonna.
Johnson's going to fall. Kenneth Grant is going to fall. Dude, there are plenty of options here. Plenty of options to improve this defense. Jahad Campbell, obviously.
I'm not.
I would
I'm not
love
I'm
to
not
have
voting for
Campbell.
trading down. To be honest, I would like to beef up that in between that 48 and 98. We have that's a big weight right there, man. And there's so much. There's so many solid guys in that little section.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I really think Andrew Makuba in the 3rd round even if we have to move up in the third and give one of our fourths and just pick once in the fourth round and get Makuba in the third, dude, that would fill out that safety room nicely. And then we can still have our Will Johnson, our Kenneth Grant, our Will Campbell, like whoever we need to pick there, we can take.
I mean, I think if Will Johnson slides to us, you sprint that card to the.
You have to.
Oh my God!
Like,
yeah.
Hey,
You guys
Douglas, how do you feel
officially
about,
have broken 2,000
Sharon?
subs.
Oh, let's go.
yo, let's go.
Let's go, everybody.
Nice.
Let's go.
Doug's always
TK,
working
baby.
too.
We're
He's a
out
working
here.
man right there.
No,
Hey,
if
Doug,
I
how do
can.
you feel about that kid Ravel?
Which one?
Sharon Revel or Ravel? Corner from
I didn't go too far into the corners yet.
Dude, we're gonna need one in the first round.
Yeah, we
I know you're
definitely.
good at that stuff.
They might trade down. I think 13 is a really good spot for them because I think people are going to get reached in the top. So I think 13 is a good spot. They could definitely trade down. And if people keep falling too, like I'm a huge I like Malachi Starks, but I'm starting to I butcher his name all the time. Amambu, the other safety from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Like him more. But I like Jahad Campbell. I think Jahad Campbell will be dangerous for us with Brooks.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
At 13 though, isn't that a little early for a linebacker?
It could be. That's why you could possibly
Corey's
trade
got
down.
it, by the way. Can you?
well,
Yeah.
if Kenneth Grant's not there, if Will Johnson isn't there, I mean,
Will Campbell,
if Will Campbell's not there, I mean,
Mambu,
it's gonna
Membao, sorry. The safety from South Carolina, if he's there, I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. If Starks isn't there and he's there, well, even if Starks is there, I take the South Carolina safety.
Oh, definitely.
That kid's
Over
a
him.
freak.
it's like DK Metcalf playing safety.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's like what, 6'2"? I had it
Amambu?
written down somewhere.
he's humongous. He scored a perfect 10 on the RAS score at the combine. I think it's it's not done very often.
Nick Amanwari, South Carolina, 6'3", 220, ran a 4.38.
Dog.
Ridiculous.
That's flying.
Jahad Campbell,
3 times and nobody heard me.
6'3", Jahad Campbell, 235, ran a 4.52. Dual threat, and he stayed. So after the linebackers were done with their stuff,
right.
he stayed for the pass rushing stuff.
That's right.
Bro, he's a weapon.
Like
Him and Brooks would be primo stuff. Because there's no after the Drake Greenlaw, there's not really a linebacker that we can really sign right now. I think we got to bring Dotson back for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's no one.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Did you hear Membu running his 40?
Yelling.
Yeah.
People don't do that though. He was just letting it all.
He got a
rip.
4.91 for a guy who's 6'4", 332 pounds. You can't be.
Could you imagine that running after you?
No.
Could you imagine you're so homies donut?
I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Good Lord, like those YouTube prank people. Fuck around and find out.
And I agree.
Holy
Ashton
shit.
Benty's there at 13. That's a tough one to pass.
Oh man.
That would be.
You gotta pass, dude.
Dude. Look.
Yeah, it's
You
hard
got
though.
running backs like
Dude.
that. It doesn't matter about what the line looks like, bro. Like those guys are.
It matters.
Bro. No, it doesn't.
Don't
Say
do
what
it,
did it
Eric.
in
You
New
pound
York
the table for
years.
O-line every day I've known you. Don't do this now.
Well, you look
Not-
at
not on live
guys like
television.
you look at Jonathan Taylor when he was with Wisconsin. Everyone was worried about his snap count and his carry count and all that, and
Yeah,
he came into the league and he lit that shit on fire.
he's such a dog too.
The only thing that worries me about Will Campbell is his arm length. It's under
Yeah, it's
32.
a little short, but he played guard. He would play guard for us for certain.
Speaking of arm length, I don't think that Terron loved that question a lot. I thought it would be
I
like,
didn't ask it.
Hey, whatever.
Dougley, it's your
Just a
fault.
couple of boys talking. I had a question. You
Yo,
don't
he
fucking
laughed
like
about it
It's
though. He was
okay.
like, "That didn't stick. That didn't stick."
What am I supposed to do? Not be myself? I'm fucking.
Well, I mean,
ass.
it's like your top 5 tackle in the league. Obviously, like any kind of jab. I didn't think it was. See, like when
I
we
didn't
were
even
talking
think about it like that.
when we
dude.
were talking
I was
backstage, I'm like,
Googling shit. I was
is it
googling
because he- is
different
it because he
nicknames and
has a
shit because that's
short-
what I do. And he fucking popped up, and I was like, "That's pretty cool. Let's ask about it."
Yo, that's a good question Joseph has here. I would love Asante Samuel.
love Asante Samuel, dude. Bring him in.
Knowles.
I wanted to draft him. I
Yeah,
wanted to
same.
fucking draft him.
He's sticky. He also fits the Greer build because he's injured or he has
You can
injury
imagine two
problems.
no cornerback legends.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need one. I really don't want to go into this draft with like a glaring hole that like we have to take. Like good things don't happen when we do that. We've done it before, and that's how we get, you get Liam Eichenberg and the like.
Yeah.
Sorry, Liam.
You can't reach. You got to just BPA it. You can't reach.
Yeah, 100%. This draft is chock full of like really good players. So like,
Especially in the defensive tackles area. It's real deep.
I can see us going after one of those at 13, like whichever one is there.
The two Michigan defensive linemen are really good.
Well,
I go
you
Grant
definitely
or
You want Grant.
Grant and
Kenneth Grant and Mason.
Mhm.
yeah, Mason Graham, is it?
Yep,
Yeah.
there you go.
You want
Yeah.
Kenneth Grant though.
I think Mason Graham's going like top 10 for certain.
Who's the other? There's another guy who did really well. Derek Harmon out of Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah.
6'4", 313, ran a 4.95.
And then we haven't even brought up Walter Nolan, right? From
Walter Nolan from Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Dude, that Ole Miss D line was disgusting, and they had Jackson Dart. Like it's a travesty. They didn't.
They got a couple. They got a couple D line and edge rushers in the draft. The Ole
Yeah.
Miss that are going to go in the top 3 rounds.
Oh yeah, Tyler, for sure. We were talking about this backstage. Like,
Oh,
if
yeah.
the Raiders are just asking for a 4th, we have 2 of them. I'm making that call like yesterday.
Yes,
All
100%.
Eric did say that. I'm going to confirm it. He didn't say it in his space 3 months ago. He said
No, just tonight. Just tonight. Just like you guys didn't believe me on Notre Dame, but the video don't lie.
You cooked on that. You did say, dude. I would have
That was
bet.
a good cook, bro. That was
I
fun.
would have bet anything that you did not say Notre Dame.
Yo, to be fair, you guys had me thinking that I was crazy that I actually didn't say it. So like I was
That's called-
honestly like concerned.
That's
That was
called
literally
professional-
worth being wrong for. That was
professional gaslighting.
It worked. I was like, am I nuts? Like I really didn't say it. Like what is happening here?
Professional gaslighting.
That's hilarious. You guys.
But yeah,
The Notre
I mean,
Dame will resurface anytime Eric
yeah,
is
Justin
on
knows.
air.
Justin had my back though, low key.
He will let us know about that, and he will not live that down. But it was an epic moment, so I'll allow it.
I'm kind of, dude. I'm still kind of.
I'm getting cooked in the chat right now for saying Genty at 13. It's not just a normal running back, y'all.
No, I feel
This
you.
is-
I feel you.
And then you can move Achane to
With
the
too
slot.
many glaring
and, like,
holes, that's a joke, bro. That's a joke pick.
So in the same breath, you don't want Tyler Warren either.
I'm over that. Jacksonville's gonna get him.
I think, dude. I honestly think that we just have.
Yeah,
like, there's
you're
so
right,
many
yeah.
good players that not only are the best player available, but also fill a need.
You won't pull that comment up, huh?
Oh, this one? Yo, Justin, I was trying to give you a little gas, bro. I was a one-man army that night, to be fair.
Bobby, I got a whole notebook. of
Yeah,
just-
Bobby doesn't miss anything, even in the golf.
I got this huge notebook. I'm already having to get a new one because it's just filled with all my notes.
Dude.
That's
People think I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's insane.
Dude, you were just pulling up stats from the combine. Every name we gave you, you're just like, yep, yep. Ran a 4.38.
Hey, people say I don't know what I'm talking about. I talk out of my ass. So hey, what are you
Who
gonna
says
do?
that?
Who says that?
I've never heard that before.
Probably some D-gens on Dolphins Twitter.
No, those are people who are just fucking with you.
Am I wrong for feeling lachrymose about the changing layout, or is that just my type A OCD? A little.
I mean, it wasn't ideal, but like I didn't want to do this one because I didn't know
God, that
if
one's
this one,
hideous.
if this one would have done 5. So I was like really sussed about like hitting it, and then like God forbid Terron like drops down or something like that. Just
Oh, I
really
love
fell
this one.
upstairs.
This one's great.
Ghost
course
likes
you
this
love
one a
this
lot
one.
more.
Let's just keep this one up.
Look at
If
the
it was
ambient-
Ghost,
look
yo,
at
if
the
it was
ambient
Ghost
light
going
in the
to big
background.
screen, if it was Ghost going big screen the whole time, he wouldn't have said a peep about it. He just would have been nothing's happening on my screen. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Anthony, were you
Eric, pull
scrolling?
up that-
Anthony,
pull up
were
that
you
Penn State
scrolling on
one.
your phone when you were there or no?
No, it was just happening.
So weird.
You would have to see him like touch the screen because remember he does it on his phone there. What did you want me to pull up, Tooch?
The last question Penn State football asked.
What's up, Karen? We saw you boozing
What
on the
up, Karen?
timeline. Boozy Karen on the timeline. What's up? Thanks for stopping in.
Love Boozy Karen.
Karen is the best. Boozy Karen is the best.
That's the only way she's allowed in a dive bar.
That is. She's
Oh,
got
this
her
one.
drink. She's got her drink
Yes.
ready.
Read the question, Eric.
If you guys could take any player and put them on the Dolphins, Who would it be? Anybody not retired? Also, great little picture there of Rodgers just looking zonked out. So
This is a good question.
honestly, an all-timer. That shit's so fire.
Any player.
Ashton Genty.
Wait, are you talking the draft or no? He's
No, I
talking
think in the
just
league.
fucking
I
player.
think they mean in the league.
Definitely a defensive lineman. I'm trying to think of one.
Can I go first then? I guess.
Yeah, of
Sure.
course. Go.
Josh Allen.
Oh,
No.
of course you would do that.
Wow, to a hater.
Everybody get him. Get him.
Of that fucking kid on the timeline.
Oh, firing off the tweets into the abyss at like 1
Firing out the
a.m.
tweets at 1 a.m. to nobody. He's such a loser, dude.
So, you guys know how I feel about it. No publicity is bad publicity. So,
He went to sleep thinking about me, dude. That's crazy.
I'm still thinking.
Myles Garrett, probably.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
like-
if you're gonna pigeonhole me into a non-quarterback,
Trey Hendrickson's ridiculous though too.
I would say Myles
David
Garrett, but
Howard's a great one.
Dudley did say it.
Javon Holland.
Oh, we love Javon Holland.
Too soon?
No, not too soon.
Fred Warner.
I find it hilarious.
I take Fred Warner.
Somebody
Ooh,
said
no,
Fred
I
Warner
like
in
that
the
one
chat.
too. Yeah,
Who's the
I like
best-
that one a lot.
Who would you consider the best guard in the NFL? Because that's what I'm taking.
Dude, because when was the
What's
last time
his
we had
name?
a premier linebacker?
Robert Hunt. Isn't he like the best guard in the NFL?
I would love. Yo, thanks for the love, Josh.
Josh
Appreciate you.
Tito, always coming with the money bags, bro. We appreciate you, dude.
Rob Hunt's pretty decent. It would be nice if he was a Dolphin. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
What's our thoughts on Javon? I think that it's hilarious that he went on his pod and listed out things that he wanted on his team and got exactly none of them.
Well, his girlfriend is in New York, so even though they play in New Jersey,
If he
What
thinks
a cop out.
Jersey.
What a cop out.
if
He's
thinks-
gonna be living in New Jersey. He doesn't live in they're not in. They're literally they're right there for me.
if he thinks that I know he said that Minnesota stuff is incorrect, but you never know. If he thinks that Flores
Josh
was
is on one right now.
Josh, are you damn Star Wars? Dude, you guys
Star
are
Wars always
fucking
showing love, bro. Hold
gifting. You guys are sick. Josh Tito, you have always been a big supporter.
We love you
Star
guys.
Wars in here every single
Damn,
day.
Bobby's not here to hit
Tyler
the
knows.
horns, guys.
New Jersey.
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
Damn.
he should have shipped me his noisemaker to bother Ghost. I would have just been like,
Thank God we didn't have that tonight.
Hey, by the way, how cool is it when Terron goes, I can curse on here? Fuck shit, fuck.
He was like, "Shit! Oh, sorry. Can I curse on here?"
I wanted to tell him backstage, like, yo, you can say whatever you want, but like I always feel like that's like so annoying. Like these are grown men, like they can say whatever they want anyways. Like it doesn't really matter.
Just beep it if anything.
But yeah.
Him showing up on time, super kudos to him.
Dude, he
Dude,
came in
he was on
early.
at 6:56. We were ready to cook.
What a gent. What a lad.
Dude, that was sick. That was sick. Very off brand for us, but it's nice to be on time for a change, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Eric wrote out the intro. So
Yes,
smooth.
I did.
Kudos to Eric. Hit the horns, Bobby.
Oh
Doug, how was it to interview Terron? How'd you feel? Like, was it cool? Was it what you thought?
He's very laid back, very chill. But it's so funny because you go into these situations. Like I've never talked to anyone at the echelon that he is. Like Vic Beasley and then Patrick Laird are the two guys that I interviewed.
Hey, Patrick Laird, legend.
Yeah, I love him. He was awesome. And you always get like nervous. You're like, oh God. And then once you start talking to him, you're like, oh, it's just a human being. Like you put them up on this pedestal, but they're super cool people. And that's how I felt. I was like, you get nervous, but then once he started talking and laughing, you're like, oh, it's just Terron. It's just my friend
dude.
Terron from down the street.
Yeah,
yo, look who came in today. Jeremy Clump's here.
Oh my
up, buddy?
God.
the answer to the question is no, because we wouldn't tush push, so no.
Why would we tush push, Eric?
I would tush push the fuck out of tush pushing.
Well,
Whatever tush push was doing, I would do it double time.
in this hypothetical, if we had Jalen Hurts, we wouldn't be able to tush push.
I'm
but
not
you
a
know,
hater.
You know
I
why
wish
we
we
can't
could
tush
tush
push now, Ghost? You're not trapping me you're not putting me in a box.
I don't think either quarterback wins the Super Bowl if they're switch teams.
Bro,
Agreed.
shout out to everybody rolling through today, by the way, man. We really, really appreciate that.
Yo, this is by
TTP.
far our best episode to date.
Good.
It's pretty gas. I'm not gonna lie,
Everyone bust Bobby's balls about the layout because he's just gonna love that, and he can't defend himself right now. It's
dude.
hysterical.
I know that Bobby was having a fucking aneurysm.
I was having an
Every
aneurysm,
time it
dude.
kept- Dude, my wife's in the other room, like watching, and she's like, "What is happening? Like, why does it keep moving?" And I'm like, "Honey, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, while we're live,
And it kept
like,
moving to my screen, so I kept trying to I'm like every time I go to take a sip, I'm
I think
Terron's talking, and I'm like, "Fuck!" Like, and he's dropping down to him. I'm like, "What's happening?"
yeah. Jeremy Klump, what a name, dude.
dude, Bobby just goes, Joe was nervous all day. I was so nervous all day.
I knew that he was gonna show up early, dude.
Well, this is the thing, right?
So
So
never show up early, ever.
So before Bobby left, he gave me his login, and he's like, DM him the information, then follow up with the link a couple hours before. I'm like, cool, I got this, easy, Dad, I got this. Boom, do it. Post this morning, nice message, good morning, blah blah blah, right? No response. I'm like, all right, cool. It's Terron Armstead. He doesn't have to respond, right? so boom, 4:00 comes, post on the link. And I'm sitting around, I'm like, all right, that's cool. All right, sent. And I must have checked it every 15 to 30 to see if it was read. And then about 5:30, 6 o'clock, Bobby goes, hey, you know that you'll never see if it's read from Toronto. He has it set up to where you can't see if it's read. And I'm like, bro, you had me sweating all damn day, bro. All damn day. Going back to the boys, it was like 6:50. I'm like, all right, he hasn't read it yet. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just go in and he'll come.
Every 20 minutes on the 20 minutes, Ann was in our text group like, nothing yet, guys.
Oh
Nothing
my
yet.
God.
Nothing
freaking.
yet. Nothing yet. And then Bobby's finally like, yo, it's not going to show red. It's not going to show red. Like, yo, Liz, we kind of hit on this, but yeah, I mean, if Will Johnson's there at 13, I think we're all in agreement that you sprint the card up
I'm
there.
all in. There's nothing.
You don't look back.
There's so many linemen in the middle of this draft. Like,
Yeah,
you have to
it's
go
deep.
corner. Like, you have to. Like, there's not that this corner draft is pretty fucking scary.
And it's not even just that; it's just building for the future too. Like, dude, I mean, he's gonna be with us for 10 years.
Yeah.
And when has Miami? Last time Miami did that, dude.
I mean, we
Running for
tried.
President Mike.
I mean, we definitely tried.
We tried, but we drafted somebody's son's best friend instead. But
Don't want to talk about it.
it happens sometimes. It's all about who you know, right?
Jonathan goes, nah, hit the like button like you're playing the toilet paper game. Dude, we have to have the resurgence of Cam Smith this year. Like, it's so
You need it
important.
bad.
It's
I
so
seen him on
important.
IG working out though, so that was positive for sure.
My brother in Christ, like, we need this so bad.
I mean,
needs
he's
to
gonna
play
have
this
every
year.
opportunity to start. Like,
Like, he needs to make an impact this year.
John C. When will Zach Wilson's mom be on the pod?
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's get fucking Zach Wilson on this shit.
That would be so sick.
I'm saying, dude, like he would. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
he definitely would.
He wears collared shirt and everything.
If just go bring one of your moms on, he'll definitely be on here. You should
I
do
was
it.
just
Just
saying
be on
earlier, dude.
moms.
My mom's gonna be wearing fucking turtlenecks to the games. Fuck out of here.
Marissa Marino is back. Officially
hey,
back on Dolphins Twitter. Hey, we all need that rest in the offseason. We've all done it.
Oh
Good
yeah.
to see you back.
Get that equilibrium right.
this would be an absolute trap. I mean, who would we trade up for? This would be an absolute travesty.
Well, listen. Yeah, I don't know who would you even trade. Dude,
I mean, if
Well, if
Cam
you
Ward
look
slides,
back
which
at
is
my
not
mock
Jonah,
draft
maybe, but
4.04, Eric, you'll see that I traded back with Seattle to the 18th pick, and I was able to get 2 third rounds and a 4th round as well of this year's draft. This is the way we're gonna do it, boys. Listen, I love mock drafts, dude. I love posting them. I love going back and forth with people about them. But we all have to come to the realization that none of that shit is ever gonna happen.
yo, Ann wasn't used to not be big on draft season, and he recently saw the light, and now he's just like the train has left the station.
I am balls deep, boys.
The train has left the station.
I'll be driving from job to job with fucking my pops next to me. I'm like, yo, pull up the mock draft. Let's fucking build one.
Wait, who's available? Wait, Who's there? Who's there? 13?
Yeah, and then he'll tell me, and I'll be like, all right, now go to draftbuzz.com. Let's fucking hear some shit about him.
Yo, how about Julian Hill getting some more love?
Yo, he gets a lot of love, bro.
He gets
Every
love
player.
from dude. Tanner Connor came in here. He's like, bro, Julian Hill is a fucking dog. John
Alex
Smith,
did too.
dog. Terron Armstead, dog.
Every player. Gas is Julian. I mean, look, year 3 should make a pretty significant leap here. You know.
And
I'm
he
gonna
did.
go ahead and take Terron Armstead's opinion over Joe
Mine.
Schmo 69 from West Virginia. Like I'm gonna go ahead and run with Terron on this one.
I think it's funny. I made Terron laugh when he said, "Who doesn't like Colin Cowherd?" I was like,
I just
Fucking hate
tweeted.
that
I just tweeted. Julian Hill will be a dog this year, and I cannot wait for the comment.
Yeah, people. I mean, the holdings and the offsides were a bit ridiculous, but like
He toned it down.
yeah,
he
got
fumbled
better.
too, didn't he? Fumble,
Yes,
yeah,
he
against
did.
but we got
the
it back. I
Cardinals.
think.
Yeah, we got it back, but like we were on
Yeah.
the goal line. Tua's first possession back, or like first game back, first possession. We were cooking.
Yeah.
See, but all joking aside, what he said about Julian makes fucking complete sense, dude. Like he was trying to do too much. The guy wanted to kill people. He wanted to fucking run people over. Like he needs to be able to play within himself, and the sky's the limit because he's got the skill for it. So like
Yeah.
it is good to hear. Like all joking aside, like the ceiling for him he's not done yet.
He's addicted to that blocking, dude.
I love to hear that.
He wants to hit people.
I mean, I don't know why more tight ends aren't. Just get to fucking rock people.
Right.
Dude, if Tua doesn't arrive at the facility first this year,
I mean, no comment. We're not doing this.
Do you think do you think he even goes to OTAs this year, or is he gonna big time it?
I don't know, bro.
I think he's gonna big time it, dude.
I don't know. He might still be on the yacht vibing, drinking Coors Lights. Who knows?
Apparently, he
Jake
does
Cap-
that every weekend. Someone tried to tell me.
JCap, yes, he is.
Yeah, he is in the Gulf of America. Getting us some good old-fashioned American oil.
I feel like he just wanted to type out Gulf of America because 100% he knew he was in Gulf of America.
100%. We've only said it like 10 times.
Yeah.
Where's
And
that?
Bobby's only said it in the chat. 20 times.
Get him. Yo, Dolphins Twitter, get Blizzy, bro. Get him. Get him.
Blizzy
He
always
loves the aggregator rule.
always
Blizzy will
being the-
aggregate people on the timeline. And he'll come back like, wasn't that funny?
Yo, but did you guys miss T-Stead said that he like pressed Colin Cowherd on like some Steph Curry take from like 10 years ago? That's so good.
Bro, if he had more time, we could talk some hoops with him. He loves hoops, bro.
He loves
Dude,
basketball.
his daughters are good. Like the videos he posts, like they're low-key nice.
Yeah.
And they're fast as fuck.
Yeah, they're good.
He ran a
Got
4.6
daddy
at fucking 300 pounds. So I think they probably have some good genes, dude.
Yeah,
Good
dude.
gene- yeah. The gene pool there is solid. Dude, he was so down to earth. That was
You
great.
know what else is a nice gene pool? This fucking hairline in your 30s.
That
Get
actually
out
is a
of the
really
way.
good hairline.
Tucci, didn't you
Hey,
go
listen,
mullet
the dad,
recently?
the dad bod is Patrick Mahomes. Maybe if you can't beat him, join him.
One has 3 rings.
Hey, if you can't beat him, join him. Fat Tua played 17.
Yo, I'm here for that. That's why I'm not tripping on it. Bro, drink
Okay, so people are
heavy
people are-
beers, no light
people are
beers.
saying Fat Tua. He's not fat or skinny. Like when we had Fat Tua, he was in the gym housing
No.
carbs.
Yeah, he was yoked.
Housing
Tua
carbs.
Vailoa.
He was like your fat like,
Gumpy.
Shit was that hard to say.
What up, Gumpy?
Gump. What's up, Gump? We appreciate you coming in. I
Gumpy,
sent your
get
message
your
earlier.
ass up here, Gumpy. We need to chop it up one day, man.
Gump, get up in this dive bar. We need you on here, and let's chop
Fucking
it up.
legend.
We love Gump up in here. He always stops in.
Yeah, always showing love.
He came to our space the one day, and had a great time with him.
This is what's gonna happen. Tua's gonna come back. He's gonna be looking fine. He's gonna
Yo,
be
this is
throwing
great.
dots in training camp. As soon as he starts throwing dots in training camp, everybody be back on the wagon.
That's all. It just takes one video for. It takes one
It's
video
a
for
circle. It's a circle.
one video for Bobby Shouse to steal. and it takes one video for Bobby Shouse to steal and then blame it on someone else so he doesn't take the heat.
Do you
Bobby, I better
know?
hope he's back on land by then? Because
Every time I come on this guy's podcast, we make a reference to an Adam Sandler movie.
Yes.
Because last time I said, I'll bring the beers. I'll bring the beers. And this time we did the circle.
It's like a circle. It never ends.
Dude, the chat's going bananas right now. This is insane.
Yeah, once we hit
Yo, he needs to dye his hair ramen. We need ramen Tua.
once we hit 2,000, we can hop off. That's our.
Yeah, let's go. Get in here, y'all.
I got to make a video and put my daughter to sleep. But
I did cover Zach Wilson's athleticism, and
I mean, I think
Bro, I
T-Set's
think
coming back.
Armstead's running it back, dog.
yeah, I think so too.
kinda
The
have
way
a
he was
feeling he is.
talking, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell he still has the fire. Like
Yeah.
he wants to get out there one more time,
Yeah.
Bro, I wasn't being funny. He had me fucking hyped for a second.
hmm
Yeah,
he
dude.
did. I mean, it's good to know, like, especially from the player's perspective, to say, like, dude, we are fucking pissed too. Like, we're also pissed.
yeah.
We are with you. So it makes me feel better that they're not just going home being like, made my bag.
Ghost,
So-
did you
Yeah.
cover Zach Wilson's athleticism and rocket arm?
I did, and young Cuck
Uncle
thinks
Rico,
that
backup quarterback.
they don't, that he Tua is more athletic than him. So great.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see Zach Wilson just uncork one to Tyreek.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like,
Let it rip, brother.
the point I was making on Twitter was like, dude, instead of like
Uncle Rico.
watching like Skylar Thompson or like Tyler Huntley, God bless him, love Tyler Huntley, but like you have this kid who can actually escape the pocket, has had insane runs on the ground that you don't see quarterbacks making, and a rocket arm. Like, why not have some fun while Tua's on the sideline? Like, if he gets hurt again next year, why not have some fucking fun?
You know what would be even better too if he does ball out and say he like all of a sudden has this resurgence in his career and he's on the Dolphins and the Jets have to play him twice a year.
Oh my
I
god,
mean,
that'd be
I would
such
love
good.
that to
The
happen.
resurgents are happening, bro. A lot. Look at Sam Darnold just got the bag. Geno Smith got the bag. Baker
He's
Mayfield
gonna get
got the
murdered
bag.
in Seattle. Oh my god, they have no offensive line.
I
Yeah.
think that's gonna be it. I think that was a terrible move, dude.
Also, what were the Texans just gave away their whole offensive line when it was already bad to begin with? Like, what's their
Laramie
need?
Tunsil getting more teams, more draft picks over here.
Larry Tunsil is like, what kind of object can you
the
trade?
gift
He's
that keeps
literally
giving.
gold. He's gold in an apocalypse. You just keep getting value for it.
Yeah.
He's like
you just
gold
keep
right
getting
now.
value. Like he's
Current
just,
gold.
yeah, it's unbelievable. Years later, doing tricks on Zach. Nah, this is nasty work right now. We're about to hit 2,000 win, then we are jumping off. That is our signal.
No, we hit it
Bro,
for a second.
imagine
There it
if
is
we can
again.
get fucking Ryan
Bang.
Fitzpatrick on this fucking podcast one day.
I know.
Bearded wonder.
Dude,
Like,
Fitzy would be an insane episode.
Oh, dude. That would do numbers. But all right, we hit our goal. Dudley, we know you gotta hop. You gotta make some videos, put the little one to bed. Boys,
Gotta
I'm
strangle
gonna
him.
go eat a steak and feel great about my life after this episode. That we just
So
did.
great job, boys.
'Cause I'm high. Hey, well done, lads. Well done all
Hey,
around.
great job to the
Well
chat.
done,
We love you,
everybody.
motherfuckers. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well done, everybody.
shout out the fucking chat, dude. That was so sick. I've been scrolling for like 30 seconds with my mouse pad, and I still can't get to the top of this chat today.
So dope.
It's so insane. There's thousands of comments. There's literally thousands of
Yeah,
comments.
it's you guys are lit right now.
It's actually insane.
All right, boys.
Hey, we appreciate you guys rocking with us as always. Hopefully the Dolphins keep making some solid moves. We'll be back next week. Probably won't be as tight as TA, but you never know what the boys got cooking for you guys next week. Everybody be good, be safe. Till next time. Fins up.
Woo!